to talk about two-step word problems. I'm going to give you a method called cubes that's going to help you organize your information and think about how to solve word problems. So what cubes mean, the C stands for circle the key numbers, the U for underline the question, the B for box any math words, the E for evaluate the steps that you must take, and then solve and check. Okay, so let's look at our first example. If I follow cubes, it says Bulldog Printing prints posters for a setup fee of $175 and $25 per poster. How many posters can the football team have printed for $750? The first thing is we're going to circle the numbers. So here we're circling the numbers. We're going to underline the question. So how many posters can be printed? We're going to box any math words. Now, and is a math word because it means we're going to add them up. Per is a math word because it means to multiply. All right. So let's set up the equation. It says how many posters can the football team have printed for $750? So Bulldog Printing has a $175 setup fee. A lot of companies have this. They just charge you like for the silk screen, or the setting up the graphics and that kind of thing. So we have $175, and then it's plus, because it's and, $25 per poster. So let's let P equal posters, and we might want to say that someplace. P is our posters, the number of. And then we have $750, so we can't go over that. So that's what we want it to equal. We can go under, we can't go over. So now to solve this, I'm going to subtract 175 from both sides. And that's going to give me 25p equals 575. And then I'm going to divide by 25, and that's going to give me 23. So I can have 23 posters printed. So we want to answer that question, 23 posters printed. Okay, our next question. Daryl earns $11.25 per hour at his pet store job. If $96 was deducted for taxes, how many hours did he work if his check was $274? So again, we're going to circle the numbers. We're going to underline the question, how many hours did he work? Okay. Math words would be deducted because we're going to take it out. It means we're going to subtract it. Per means we're going to multiply again. So let's let H equals the number. This isn't necessarily a hashtag. The number of hours worked. Okay. And so my equation, how many hours did he work if his check was $274? So he makes $11.25 per hour. After he earns that, we take out $96 in taxes, a joy that you'll all learn about sooner than later, paying the government to work. All right. And there's my equation, $11.25 per hour minus $96 for taxes equals $274. So if I add, on your paper it says 86, so let's change this to 86. My typing fingers got away. So I'm going to add $86 to both sides. And I'm going to get $11.25 per hour equals 360. I'm going to divide by 11.25 both sides. You guys notice how nice and neatly I'm showing my work. I'm using an equation. The point of this lesson is to use an equation. And he's going to work 32 hours. So the answer to our question is 32 hours. And we want to make sure that we label things. All right, next question. Piper weighs 123 pounds. This is 10 pounds more than 3/4 what her father weighs. How much does her father weigh? Again, circle the numbers, 123, 10, 3/4. We want to know how much her father weighs. So let's let F equals father's weight. Okay, so Piper weighs 123 pounds. And is a math word. It means equals, more than, means subtract. So we have Piper is 123 pounds. This is, so our equal sign, 10 pounds more than 3/4 what her father weighs. Oops, we said that would be F. Okay. So I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. And I'm going to get 113 equals 3/4 F. Some of you had a little problems with this on the quiz. So when we have a fraction, we're going to multiply by the reciprocal of 4/3. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 4/3. In this case, there's actually no reducing that's going to be able to take place. So 4/3 times 113 is, and I used a calculator, so you may too, 150 2/3 or 6/7 pounds. So her father weighs 150 6/7 pounds. Okay, so we've answered the question again. Great. Last example. Emma and her friends ordered pizza from Tony's, who now delivers with a $7 delivery fee. Pretty common now. If they paid $56.80 for 4 pizzas, how much is each pizza? Circle the numbers. Box the math, or underline our questions. How much is the pizza? Box the math words. 4. This should be is. Box that. Okay. So our $7 delivery fee plus 4 pizzas. So P would be the cost of the pizza. And they paid $56.80. So I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides, and I'm going to get 4P equals $49.80. I'm going to divide by 4, and P equals $12.45. Okay, so the cost of a pizza is $12.45. All right, so we looked at the cubes where we circled the key numbers, underlined the questions, boxed any math action words, evaluated the steps. And in this case, our step is always going to be to write an equation. Okay, that's what this whole lesson is about, is writing the equations besides this method. Okay, in algebra, that's what most of your methods are going to be, is to write an equation. Do I know that you can do this without an equation? Absolutely, but the goal is to write an equation. Okay, at some point, you're going to get to where you can't do it all in your head. Okay, and then we're going to make sure that it works. Okay, have a math-tastic day, and I will see you in class.